What Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and I am giving you a Nerdigan update video because it has been a long time since I've made a video on my channel, and I know, and I'm really sorry, and I really, really, really thank you guys for sticking with me, even though I have been really bad. But basically, I kind of knew, I kind of had a feeling this was coming, but anyway, here's what's going to happen, and what's coming up, actually. So, I'm actually going to try and make some Book Nerdigan videos today. I have a ton ready to go. I have, let's see. Hold on a second. I just need to pull it up. On the Book Nerdigan front, I have more stuff for my hashtag Angel Readathon. I have the Halflings trilogy and the, Unearthly, trilogy plus the, what is it? Plus the novella, and I'm working on Sweet Evil by Wendy Higgins. School has just been a pain, and plus I am running 3 different podcasts, and the Super Kami Fantasy Guru Fantasy Football podcast has been moved to Vaughn Live because so what happened with that was so I figured to myself, because I noticed nothing was coming up on YouTube. I was like, okay, maybe I should go to Vaughn Live and see if my audience is still there and see if they want to come to YouTube and start, and I'll just move everything to YouTube. Move all my Super Kami Fantasy Guru stuff to YouTube. And it turns out they don't want me to move, and I'm gonna keep all my Super Kami Fantasy Guru Fantasy Football podcasts I had on Vaughn Live. And they're all live stuff. It's all live. And I have them on Mondays, usually on Mondays, and Thursdays starting at, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And how they work is, and this is how I did it last year too, is before the game starts, I go over some fantasy news, like football news, injuries, people that have been dropped, waiver wires, and I answer your guys' fantasy football questions on there. And also, I want to make sure that I mention this too. My Vaughn Live viewers have been amazing. My Vaughn Live audience has been awesome. They're actually starting to donate to my Patreon. So I'm getting donations for my Patreon now. So I would love more Nerdigans to donate to my Patreon, because that would really help and would really increase my motivation to do more videos as well. But it looks like, because it sounds like they want me to do a Sunday night show as well, and so that might happen, but it's just not going to happen this week because of school, because I have a midterm coming up. So if I don't put anything out, I might actually, you know what, if I get my homework done, the rest of my homework done, I might actually put out Book Nerdigan videos today and tomorrow before, and by the way, Nerdigans, there will be a Super Kami Fantasy Guru podcast tomorrow on Vaughn Live, because I am ahead of schedule on my homework. I told myself if I got my homework done, I would do it. So yes, there will be a Super Kami Fantasy Guru podcast tomorrow, October 15th. On Vaughn Live. I will have a link in the description box below. I always have guest chat enabled, and so you don't have to have a Vaughn Live account, but I really recommend you have one, because especially if you want to DJ and stuff like that, it's really nice there. It's really nice on Vaughn Live. I love them. Anyway, I've been with them since JTV shut down. Well, I started broadcasting there, but I've been in their streams for a while, since JTV shut down. What was I gonna say? Anyway, but yeah, so the Book Nerdigan front, I have a lot of stuff for you guys. For the Anime Nerdigan front, I do have a video that I really want to make for you guys, and it's gonna be on SAO season 2, because the dub finished airing on Toonami, and I watched, this is one of the animes I actually watched both the sub and the dub for. And by the way, yay to new Sailor Moon Crystal coming out. I'm so excited for new Sailor Moon Crystal. I forgot to mention that too. But anyway, I have a video for that because I do have a minor it was good for the most part, but I do have a minor complaint. But it's gonna be my full SAO review, and then I'll have my little minor tidbit in there to boot. I'm trying to think what else I have in store. I might do a Bleach for the manga nerdigans out there. I might do a Bleach video or a Fairy Tail video very soon. It just depends on the manga, because I like doing something a little bit different than the other reviewers do. Like, if you look at my Xerath video and Ankh Serum, you saw what I did with Ankh Serum there. I went into the mythology and stuff like that. I went in depth behind the name. So, yeah. So I might do a Fairy Tail video soon. My priority is getting the book nerdigans. The main videos you're probably going to see up here in the next couple of days will probably be book nerdigan videos, because I just want to just pump those out. I really do, because I've been having them ready for a while. It's just that school has been a pain in my ass. Well, school and running 3 podcasts. I'm going to try and get at least a couple of them done today, because I do have a sports podcast I have to run tonight. So, yeah. It's a pain in the ass running 3 different podcasts. Something that I'm going to try and do when everything kind of calms down a little bit, I'm going to talk to Proto, because I talked to Proto a while back, and he said he wants to, I asked him about possibly doing a video game podcast with me, and I figured that if we're going to do a video game podcast anywhere, it's going to be on this channel. So, I don't know. The only thing I would have to figure out is when the hell I would do it. because unless I want to do like one after the other on Saturday, that might not be a bad idea. Either that or move the oh fuck. I'll have to figure that out, because here's my schedule right now when it comes to the podcast, so you guys know. So as I said, on Mondays and Thursdays are when I usually do my Super Kami Fancy Guru podcast, and those usually go from about like I'm saying Pacific time because I'm in Cali, between like 4 to around like 8:20. I know Proto's on East Coast, so I don't think he'll want to go on at 8. I think he'd probably want to do like I'd have to ask him at what time he would want to do it. But Sundays I'm not doing shit. I'm sorry, I'm not doing shit on Sundays, because that's football. Football is special. Sundays are my football days. And then on Wednesday, today, I run a sports podcast, and then Saturdays, and that's at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then on Saturdays at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or at Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's when I do my politics podcast. But because it's just me that runs the politics, it's just me talking on that podcast, I can honestly change it to a different time and be okay, but I gotta talk to Proto and see what day he'd want to do it. See if he'd want to do. We could do it on a Friday. That's not a bad idea. I'll talk to him and see if he wants to do it on a Friday. If he wants to do it on a Friday, that'd be pretty awesome. Like we'll have to talk about the time and stuff like that. I'm just trying to think what the time constraints are for him, and like how it would work for me and shit. Either that, or I'd have to drop one of my Super Kami Fancy Guru ones too. Either that, or I'd have to do it on obviously, because most of you guys know that I do work for Tommy, run these podcasts for 2 of these podcasts for Tommy Sotomayor. The Super Kami Fancy Guru one is mainly my podcast. It's been my podcast for over a year. That's my first one. That's my baby. Yeah, it's my baby. So, because what happens is on for Tommy's radio shows, live shows on Sundays, Sunday nights, Tuesday nights, and Friday nights. Usually I'm modding the YouTube chat and the live stream chat, and I'm just thinking to myself, if I do a podcast on top of that, how am I gonna fucking mod while doing a podcast? I'll just be insane. I gotta figure that shit out. I mean, if you guys have like an idea of what time you guys would want me to do it, that would be pretty awesome. It's just I know I can't do it right now. I probably won't be able to do it for a while. Because of the circumstances I'm under with school and stuff like that. I might have to wait until let me get through my midterm, and then I can start thinking about that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on and why I haven't been making videos on my channel. And don't worry, they're coming. If you don't see the videos up by tomorrow, you will see them on when? You'll see them next Thursday. Yeah, because I'm not even doing a podcast on Saturday, or I'm not doing a politics podcast this weekend because of a midterm I have. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know, and please donate to my Patreon too, because that really helps, and again, that actually motivates me to get more shit done. Money, and that's why I actually might add another podcast to Vaughn Live. Vaughn Live seems to be making more money than YouTube, which is really funny. But yeah, I really want to, if I hit a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube, I definitely want to, I'll start talking to some of the authors that follow me on Twitter, like Wendy Higgins, and because she just released her book, Sweet Temptation, not too long ago, and I'll talk to, I'll hit Carrie Jones up as well, because Carrie Jones said she would talk to me as well, and we could try and do like a Q&A session and shit like that. So yeah, I want to make sure I have a good number of subscribers before I do that, so that's why I haven't done it yet. But anyway, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, donate to my Patreon, and also make sure you guys follow my Vaughn Live channel, which will be in the description below, as well as my Patreon, and I will see you nerdigans as soon as I can get another video out. Alright, bye!